Trainer Richard Devenish was introduced to greyhound racing by Dilys Stills. Now as partners, both personally and professionally, they run a successful breeding and racing kennel.
We met actually while I was working in a pub as a barmaid, so you used to go out weekends, didn't you? And we sort of met having a drink or two.
And Dilys, you were involved in greyhound racing at the time?
I was, when I was married, yeah, but only on a small scale.
As a trainer in your own right. And Richard, you weren't involved in greyhound racing?
No, I never even went dog racing until I met Dilys. So yeah, it's been a change.
A massive change. Who's actually the boss here?
Well, Richard
Not
thinks
me.
he is. No, we try and work together. It's very difficult 24/7, but we do try and work together.
You certainly seem to have very much a routine here, Richard, the way things are done every day.
Routine is everything. The dogs love routines. We have a set way of doing things, and everybody knows what they're doing then. So yeah, that's the way we work.
And what is the routine?
I start off at 6:15 every day. I get everything ready for when the staff comes in, i.e. soaking biscuits, milk, stuff like that. So we can all start at 6:45.
And then they're fed a couple of times a day, aren't they, Dilys?
Yes, they have breakfast in the mornings, cereal and milk, and also a handful of dried nuts for them to crunch on their teeth. And then they have their dinner in the afternoon.
And the dinner looked pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And the puppies, they have extra. They get fed about 4 times a day. But yeah, twice a day. And just a little pre-race meal before they go racing. We always believe in the breakfast because you know your dogs, and if they don't go for the breakfast, you know they're probably a bit off colour and they could be racing that day. So they tell you that themselves.
And the other thing that happens in the morning is obviously all their racing names are on the board from the night before, and those names don't get rubbed off, Richard, until you've had your hands on them.
No, we have a little routine here. The first job after tea break, our tea break's about 10 o'clock time. So after tea break, all dogs that are on the board from the previous night, their names don't get rubbed off until they've been checked over.
And this all started back in 1981, Dilys, with your first sort of champion, I guess.
Yeah, somebody gave us a little bitch for breeding, Pencil Slim, and we had a litter to Montclair Rocket. And as it happened, he was one of 11, and Richard actually chose him out of one of 11. And of course, he produced our champion in 1983, who actually won £25,000 in 1 year. You'd have a job to do that now, wouldn't you? So it all started there, really, and then we sort of carried on breeding.
And your breeding line has never been broken. I don't know how many generations down now you are, but if you went right back, you'd always come back to that dog.
Yeah, we've always bred with our own bitches. We have had one bitch in for breeding that came from Terry Dartnell, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
What was her name?
Glencoe Star.
And she bred some really nice pups. I mean, she bred the Allybrook Rocket line, didn't she?
An Allybrook lad who
An
won the
Allybrook
Ledger.
lad. Yeah, so we did have her in from Terry Dartnell, and she was a good brood, wasn't she?
Yes, she was, yeah.
And you've won 4 Category 1 competitions in your own right, Richard, with your own homebred dogs.
Yeah, and a classic. We won the St Ledger as well,
Yeah.
when it was in Wimbledon. Yeah, so yeah, we've done well with our own bred dogs, yeah. Yeah, we've had a few finalists as well on the way.
You have this routine with your race dogs. What about the pups? Because they're different to other pups I've seen. For a start, they eat apples.
They'd eat stones, these pups. No, it's just how they are. You know, they're good eaters, and we like to keep them good eaters. You know we are if you've got a good eater.
And playtime looks to be quite important. I'm surprised if Richard's got any socks or hats left, Dilys.
Oh, that's right. You have to give them something different. They're like kids. If you give them the same thing every day, they get fed up with it. So they have to have a change.
And
same with schooling, really. If you keep at them, then they get bored of it. So we leave them until we're about 10 months old, don't we?
Yeah.
Until we actually start them. So, but that's just our way, you know.
And aside from the massive amounts of land you've got here, the paddocks, lovely kennels, you've also got use of a gallop, which, how much do you use that?
We use the gallop quite a lot. It's probably the best thing we ever did. It's a 300-metre gallop, and we had it dug out and laid, and I can get a tractor up there. I've got a levelling plate and bowser and whatnot, so we can use it all year round. And yeah, it's been a massive asset, especially for dogs coming back from lameness. It's a real good tool. Yeah.
What do you prefer, Dilys, racing or breeding?
Breeding. We enjoy going out in the field with pups. Teresa as well, she loves pups. Well, she loves dogs full stop, Teresa, but we all do. But yeah, I do prefer pups. I love to see them grow up and win their first races and see where we go from there. Yeah, it's always bitter. Well, it's just sweet when you bred them yourself.
Yeah.
But you know, it's nice to get any good winners. But yeah, we do like the breeding side, don't we? Well, we've always done it.
Always done it.
We're known for our breeding more than our actual racing, really, I suppose. So.
And all the dogs here look so happy and content. How important is that to you?
Very important. You know, our staff are very good. Teresa, as I say, she loves the dogs. Got all the patience in the world, didn't she, with them?
Yes, she has, yeah.
And a lot of pretty dogs. When I say that, not too many black dogs here. Is that been an intentional thing on your part, or is it just the way your breeding's gone?
It's just the way it's gone. We've had spells where we've had quite a few black ones, haven't we? But
the headbounds, especially,
yeah,
they
headbounds,
throw a bit of black, but most of them, they've been pretty dogs out of South O'Queen, haven't they?
Yeah.
Been really nice
with
dogs.
South O'Queen being fawn, obviously a lot of our offspring have been different colours. Yeah, which is good. At home better.
And Millie Supreme, like, she's got the black, but she's got a lot of blue this time, so that's good. We like blue, don't we?
We will like blue.